Historically, I have absolutely poo-pooed KOAs. That's Campgrounds of America spelled with a K, KOA. I'm gonna get out of the road now. I realized that I had been thinking about it all wrong. Let's go. So here is why I never really liked KOA. I go to the outdoors to get away from people. I go to the outdoors to see amazing, beautiful things. I can boondock in my van. There's no real reason for me to be in a KOA, except for one reason, and that is when we built our van, we decided to keep it as simple as possible in terms of systems. So we have a 5-gallon or a 10-gallon water jug instead of water tanks. We don't have running water, we just have a spigot. We don't have a shower because we wanted to maximize space in the van. We don't have a toilet. We do have the ability to plug the van into shore power, but only 110, not the big 50 amp lines that these kinds of campers and RVs use. And for the most part, it works perfectly for us, except when the weather is like this. And I don't mean like right now it's like 25 degrees. Even that we can handle. But on our drive out to Colorado this time, we were getting 4-degree temperatures at 4 a.m. and with wind chill or feels like temperatures in the negative 15s. Like, Tracy and I can handle that. We have great sleeping bags and the van gets cold, but we're warm and toasty. But the dogs really struggle, particularly Eloise really struggles. So what we can do is we can plug the van in and then plug in an electric heater. But that means we can't boondock when we need to do that. And so we started staying at KOAs because we could book them ahead of time. We knew that they would have hookups, and we hated it. We hated giving them our money, but realized that we needed to do it so the dogs were warm and things like that. And it was nicer for us too. You know, we had easy access to a bathroom. But for me, I've always been like, this isn't camping. And this morning, I realized I was thinking about that wrong. This isn't camping. This isn't pretending to be camping. I think that's even why they spell it with a K instead of a C. What is going on here is this is a hotel that you bring your own bed to, and you're paying for those services. You're paying for water, you're paying for internet, you're paying for clean bathrooms and hot showers. But that means that those things have to be really good because that's what you're paying for. And so there are great amenities here. Let's take a look at some. So there are 3 levels of KOA. Amazingly, on this trip, I've become like a KOA expert. There are 3 levels of KOA. The KOA journey is usually close to a highway or relatively close to a highway, and fewer amenities. Still always going to have hookups and Wi-Fi and hot showers and bathrooms and stuff like that, but relatively modest in terms of amenities in the campground itself. You're getting there in the evening, you pull in, hook up, you go to sleep, you wake up the next morning and get back on the road. The next level up is the KOA holiday, which starts to add other amenities, things like playgrounds and swimming pools and stuff like that. And then what we're in right now is a KOA resort. And a KOA resort is adding things like a lot of the campsites will have a patio area, and there will be bigger playgrounds and swimming pools and restaurants and things like that. It's sort of one-stop shopping. It's a resort. And so those are the 3 levels, and we have stayed at all 3 levels on this trip. But in general, our experience, once you realize that it's not nature, right? You're not camping at a national park. Once you realize that, you're paying for services. And for us, those services are internet and bathrooms and electricity. What's the matter? It's a whole other thing. And for that, it works really well. You want to come up here? Come on up here. Okay. There you go. There you go. So if you're paying for services, those services have to be really good. And one of the things that we hit that particular KOA for was that their internet was unusable. Like, and in fairness, they sent us a text message before saying, hey, our internet is only for like checking email. Please be courteous of other users. Please don't stream video. There's no way you could have streamed video on it. So I appreciated that they gave us a heads up. But it really wasn't even usable for checking email. And that's one of the things I'm paying for, Oh, and they said that the reason that they hadn't upgraded it was because they didn't want to have to raise prices. It was the most expensive KOA we stayed at. And it was like along a highway. It was just not in a great area. So it can, of course, be hit or miss like anything. But if you're paying for those services and you need those services, for us, it worked really well. So not the normal thing for us to be talking about, but it's something we experienced on the road, Eloise and I, and Matilda and Tracy. What do you think? Huh? Yeah, I feel the same way. So it's one of the things that we experienced, and wanted to let you know sort of what was going on and what we were thinking and how that worked out for us. Is it my first choice? No. But in a pinch, got to have electricity because it's going to be 4 degrees. Super useful. Worth the money. Okay, that's all I got. Let me know what you think down below, what your experiences are with KOA, if you've used KOA. We would much rather boondock, and as soon as it warms up a little bit, we will be boondocking again. But for now, we're going to get back on the road, and I'll see you outside. Hey, do me a favor. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you outside.